This is your boy, Mel. I just want to talk today about family. I know family come in all different dynamics. You know, you got blood relatives and you have people you adopt into your life and you confide in, and ones, you know, then you end up, you know, trusting them like family, you know, and you develop that bond. But I was blessed, along with having blood relatives, but along with blood relatives, you know, they were like real close. They were real close friends. And spent some time with my father, and he gave me some good advice. And God works. God works in mysterious ways. I mean, after I spent good 3.5 hours with my father in Nightdale, I was driving down the street and decided to get some gas, and ran into my great aunt. My great aunt was and my grandmother, my late grandmother, they were road dogs. You know, they went they did a lot together, from church, going, you know, picking vegetables and fruit, even down to baking and cooking. And I saw my aunt, you know, and you never forget what your family looks like. I mean, you never forget what family look like physically. But she was walking slowly, and it's like 30 something. It's like 30 degrees out here right now, and I haven't seen my aunt. It's been a few years, but right then and there, I knew that was family. And I said, "Aunt Winnie." She looked up. She had her hoodie on her head, trying to fight the cold wind, and she looked. She stared for a couple of seconds, and she smiled. And she was so happy. She was happy to see me. I was happy to see her, you know, because it's been a while. Then she asked me would I follow her home to help her get a box out of her truck. I followed her home. Stayed for a couple of minutes. Stayed for a few minutes there with her and talk. Look around her house. Only thing I could think back to looking around her house here in Nightdale was my childhood. I had a decent childhood. I mean, it was some ups and downs here and there, but I had a very decent childhood, and I had a lot of love in my family. I mean, if anything negative went on, I blocked some of it out, but all in all, I had a pretty decent childhood. And my Aunt Winnie, she can bake, and she was talking about stuff that people no longer do anymore. I mean, from canning and from cooking and baking, you know, just being together. Thanksgiving coming up. Really need to think about what you're thankful for. I lost my grandmother a year ago, and she was like my mama. But I'm so thankful God was able to bless me with a sweet woman such as Mary Plummer. Aunt Winnie talked about, how time has changed, and everybody really need to get back to the family dynamics, or how family should be. I mean, I saw my dad, and he gave me some good words of encouragement, and I was able to have a deep conversation with him. I never experienced that with him before. And I'm glad that I've had him in my life, because he really formed me. Sorry, getting a little misty here, but he really formed me into a man I am today. I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect, but I know I really know a father should be, how a father should be, and the responsibility of being a true man, because I've watched him. Along watching him, I watched other elders in my family and how they did things, and that's, I'm grateful for that too. I'm 37 years old. I'm not too far from 40. I look at my father, and I was looking at him, how he aged, and I remember how he used to look. He still looked the same, but I can tell he aged. I looked at my aunt, still looked the same, but age has crept up on her. Just, I know time, nobody's promised tomorrow, but if anything, you got falling out with your family, this and that and the third, make it right, man, because time don't wait for nobody. Make it right. Make it right. There's things I need to do to make right. Just don't let pride eat at you. Don't let pride control you, because pride can be a stupid thing, and pride can consume you. And when you decide to forgive or try to fix things, make things right, it might be too late. Just they say you only live once, the YOLO or whatever, Hey, you only live once, YOLO. Make it right with your people. Make it right with your people. That's all I got to say today. Everybody have a happy Thanksgiving. When you sit down and eat at the table, realize what you think. Really give it thought and realize what you're thankful for. I can go on babbling and say about what's on my mind, but give a thought of what you're really thankful for. Just reflect on that. All right, everybody be safe and enjoy your Thanksgiving. This is Mel, and I'm out.